Evening all, how we doing? How we doing? Merry Christmas to everyone. Hopefully you've done your shopping now. Have you done your shopping now? Oh dear. Yeah, a bit of a struggle. Well, I got so many things to do. I just don't know what to do next, really. It's the problem. But we need to carry on and get this this RP30 underway, because otherwise it just ain't going to get done in time. So I thought we'd carry on. I've gone up into the loft and dug out my bit of scrim foam, whatever they call it. So I've got that, I think, somewhere, unless I've just thrown it away. I did have the manufacturer's details for that, but I don't know what I've done with that now. I might have filed that away in the old plastic bin. You never know. We've got a few in already. Michael Hyde, hi Michael. Colin, Dennis, Nick Petronics. Rain stopped. Yeah, it's not been too bad here today, Nick, this afternoon anyway. It was hellish, hell of a night. I mean, I haven't slept hardly, well, I say I got woke up about 4 o'clock this morning and couldn't get back to sleep because of the noise, so came back downstairs and then went back up to bed again about just before 6, I think. Evening, Phil. Hi, Aston. Craft beer powered radio repairing time. Very good, Aston. Evening, Chris. We're counting down to Christmas, mate. It's not that many days to go. It seems like I've only been doing this for about a week max, but it must be 2 weeks in now and more, aren't we? Was it now 16th? Yeah. More than 2 weeks in. It just doesn't seem like it. It's flown by, isn't it? Evening, Rob. Rob Hall. Evening, George. Video Monkey, Graham. I got it right this time, Graham. Benji, hi Benji. Andy Beck, hi Andy. Why are we waiting? I wasn't late. I wasn't late. Evening, Derek. Evening, Doug. Rich, hi Rich. Cyberflyer, all of them. We've got the full house, haven't we? Cyberflyer. Gavin, hi Gavin. Looking for nuts? We found some in here, mate. Evening, Rob Cross. Rob Hall. Billy Lockhurst, even. Evening, Billy. Graham. Hi, Graham. We've got 3 Grahams in here. Oh, no, that's going to be confusing. Evening, Simon. Simon's World. Mick McGinn. Evening, Mick. Welcome. Northern Rambler. Cody's. ZX, Harvey. God, yeah, they're all here. Wenlock. Good morning, Wenlock. Amin. How are you, Amin? Did you sort that radio out in the early hours of this morning? Hopefully you got that coil rewound, mate. So, oh, that Mrs. Crunch has just come home, look. So, just in time. So yeah, have I got my other? I've got a roll of like very, very closed foam that I used for the Hacker Mini Herald, and it's very similar to what Simon used, that like pipe lagging that he had with the backing on it, but this was a solid roll of the stuff, same thickness, about 3mm, with an adhesive backing that you just peel off. I don't think I've got any here as such, but I found that was a little bit too dense. Hi, Kurt. That was a little bit too dense, and on the edges you could see the foam through the Rexine. So I thought I need to get something a bit different, and I sort of browsing around the forums and that, and someone said about this scrim material, and being me, I didn't just get a bit of it, did I? I bought I bought a whole roll of it. Look, a whole roll of it. It's massive. I think I bought the company. So yeah, I've got some scrim material. Now this comes from a company called AS Trim. So we'll have a look at it in a minute, and then we'll see if we can get their website up. There's not going to be a massive great long stream tonight, so we'll go as far as we can and get this progressed on further. I've still got to sort out this hole in the side. I might have to chat my mate Mr. All the Gear No Idea and see if he can 3D print me a little plug to go in there for Christmas. We always put on you, Chris. Apologies, mate. It's carpet underlay. It's the same size roll, isn't it? Anyway, we've got to get Mr. Penguin open. We'll get Mr. Penguin's special calendar opened. He's been sat there patiently waiting. It's only right that we go and see him in a minute. He's been good today. He's not giving me any abuse. So let's go and see what he's got in store today. What wonderful craziness he's got. What have we got there, Mr. Penguin? Oh, ooh! I'll tell you what, this Eden Project stuff seems to be going a long way. Eden Project, Eden IPA. It's a bit different. Let Mr. Penguin have that for a minute. I best say hello to Mrs. Cruncher, just a sec. Well, Mrs. Cruncher says she's just seen Santa in his sleigh in Torrington. He's on his way. He's a bit early. Right. Let's steal that off of Penguin before he drinks it all. And don't save any for me. Let's get his camera back up. Got to say hello to Mrs. Cruncher after she had a hard day at work. Right. Thanks, Chris. We always put on you, mate. I must apologise, but unfortunately my 3D printer's got to go back to the manufacturers yet again. And I just can't get round to it at the moment. I've just got so much on. So yeah, I'll do you the drawing, Chris. Send it over as a STL file. Is that all right? Next 5 generations. Certainly enough. I was just looking at whether he did finish that radio. I fixed the radio. It's singing fine for the VIP. Very good. Well done, Glad to hear that you got it sorted. So we can actually get the old Radiocruncher mug out today. So what's this say then? It's in a purple bottle. Brewed and bottled in Cornwall, Eden Project, Eden IPA by St Austell Breweries. So why is it any different than any of the other IPAs then? It's a fresh aroma of pine forest. Pine forest in beer? I'm not sure about that. It's got grapefruit, gooseberry and a keen bitter finish. I never know where they go, although it did smell some stuff in the beers the other day, didn't I? Could certainly smell a banana-y. It doesn't smell of pine forest to me. You can't beat the smell of a pine forest when it's been a bit damp though, can you? Just pouring. And I'm not going to get it all in the glass again, am I? Oh well, can wait for a minute. So cheers everybody, happy Christmas. Not getting any pine forest quite yet. Right, let me see if I can find the this bit of paper. Have I slung that away? Can't believe I've slung that away. I pulled it out just now, thought I'll show you what it is and what I paid for it, but I cannot for the life of me find where that bit of paper's just gone. Oh well. So, how am I going to get a piece of this off? So you've rolled it up in polythene. I'm just going to have to roll it back, I think. Can we get the camera down and have a quick look? So there's quite a lot of it. I think I've got enough there to keep me going for a fair while. I mean, it's a complete roll of it. It's absolutely loads. Absolutely loads of it. But it's I think Andrew and a few other people use the ironing board covers, but it has got sort of stitched backing. That's going to be actually really good. 3mm is supposed to be the size, so you can't really see that, can you? Let me just stick that in the main camera. So yeah, you can sort of see it now a bit better, but it's got sort of I can get you in a bit better. It's almost got like a stitched back into it. I've got enough to do probably 100 radios there, am I? I'll have to do about 100 radios there. Woo! Right, let's go back to the main cam. So let me cut a piece of this off then. How much are we going to need for the front and back of this radio? I don't know what I've done with the so I suppose I could advertise it on my website, couldn't I? Enough bits for the front and back of a Hacker. Just cut it up to size. What do you do with this? Let me just get myself sorted. Let me go and see if I can find the back panel in a minute. The back panel's still out in quarantine. Just rest that up against the bench. Against the chair even. So I've been out and got rid of all the dust off of this. There's our wreck scene. All the glue removed. It's come up nice. It's taken some of the sheen off of it, but we can soon get that back with a bit of silicone. So let's have a look at the size of that. Right, okay. I've got an idea of the size now, but I'm sort of overrun with this stuff. It's massive, isn't it? Let's just get the scissors. So it wants to be about there. I'm going to overlap it a bit. That's a good start. The scissors don't like it. Right, about there. Let's put that over there for a minute. Yeah, see, that feels really nice. That's that black foam with the sticky back on it, it just wouldn't compress, you know. It was really stiff. But this looks just the job. Let's get you in a bit closer so you can have a close look at it. So it is fairly thin. Let's say it's got this sort of like woven backing, which is ideal, really. That's so I can stick that no problem. And then we've got the foam on the outside. Like I say, it's supposed to be 3mm. I'm just a bit annoyed I can't find that bit of paper with all the info on. Ah, hang on, no, that's not it, no. Because it had the actual part number and everything, but seems to have been beamed up. Let me just go and see if I can find it in a minute. So I've cut off enough anyway for the backing. So it's going to want to go that face up like that. And my idea is to use some of this stuff to stick it to it. And then I've got a brand new blade in my scalpel, which is mega sharp. So I need to be really careful with that. Yeah, I need to be pretty careful with that because otherwise I'm going to cut my face off with it. So yeah, the idea is to spray this with this stuff, press it down, and I'm going to leave that then to set. Then this is just craft spray adhesive. I've used it before for fixing bits and pieces. It does seem to work really well. The key is going to be getting the edge so as you can't see it. So I'm going to try and see if I can cut it almost like 45 degrees off the edge, so as it'll push back but not go up to the edge there. I don't know. It's experimental. It's experimental. So we're going to spray that and put that on. Push that somewhere to set. And then I'm going to take the front panel off the radio, and we'll get the Rexine off that. And I think that's probably that'll get us to near our time. Right. Where oh where is this bit of paper? I've probably put it somewhere really safe. Did I take it out here with me? Take it in here. I may have even screwed it up and thrown it downstairs for the fire. I think I put it in the bin, did I? No. It's not in the bin. Ooh. Annoying. Okay, we'll just have to see if we can find. If anyone's interested, if you don't want to know, then just tell me. So it looks, it's their email address. Sorry, their website is as-trim.co.uk. Let's have a quick look at that. I'll catch up with the chat in a second. Okay, here's their website. Foam. You can't click on those. That's a bit silly, isn't it? Foam and wadding. There it is, 3mm scrim foam. That's it. I knew it was scrim something. Oh my god, what have I got? I've got the 10-meter one, I think. I think that's the one I got there, 10-meter. That's the one. I think it's $39.99 plus the VAT plus carriage, so it ain't cheap, but they do smaller. Oh, what was that? They do smaller bits. So I bought this quite some time ago now. It's bizarre that I just can't find that bit of paper. How strange is that? Oh well. But yeah, this is definitely it. Yeah, that's it. So if anyone wants to pick some up, they do it in smaller lengths. They do 2.5 meters, look, for 17 quid. 10 meters, which is this, I think. You could go 50 meters, look, 174 quid. Or you could send off for a sample at $1.99. So they do all sorts of stuff in here. Seating fabric, upholstery vinyl. I don't know what their vinyl's like. Let's have a look. 4-way stretch vinyl. That might be useful. OEM clearance vinyl, foam backed vinyl, quilted diamond stitch vinyl. Well, there you go, people. That's just an idea for you. That's where I bought it from. So hopefully this will do the job. It is perfect, to be honest. It's better than the closed cell stuff, closed cell foam. And I wish I had a piece of that here, but I did have somewhere, but I can't find it for a minute. Just have a quick look in there, see if there's any. Ah, that's my sandpaper stash there. I wonder where that had gone. Yeah, that's all my wet and dry paper and that in there. All my felt, some Rexine, but no, I don't know. I haven't got a piece of that. Okay, let me just catch up with the chat a minute, and then we'll make a start. We'll make a start. Expecting snow tonight, Doug. How? Evening, Johnny. It was a rocket. Oh God, I'm way behind the chat. I'm way behind. Cold is 26. Dear, oh dear, it's boiling here. You're very tired. It's still late again. 11 o'clock now. Still got stuff to fix. Oh, you must be mega busy. I mean, the church, holy, holy. Hi, Douglas. How are you? Isopropyl alcohol. Yeah. Evening, Gary. Gary Cooper. How are you? Evening, Paul. Are you going to pop? Are you on the pop again? Always on the pop, Paul. It's my advent calendar. I can't not be on it. It's the law. Yeah, good man. I mean. That will pad your white RP25B nicely. That's the stuff to get, George. Definitely. still not convinced this has done enough yet, you know. I might have to take this back out and scrub it off with a wire brush. It's still a bit bitty, Evening, Jess, how are you? Evening, Andrew Alsfa. Don't know if I said hello to you. Evening, Stephen. For dropping in briefly. Evening, Paul. Oh, you've not been looking at other ladies. You can't do that. Hi, Mike. How are you? Missed last night as you got called into work for your last shift. Lots of time now to be crunchered. Excellent. You off now, Mike, are you, for a while? Oh, no, sorry. You said you'd actually been laid off, didn't you? Which is a shame. Just lagging behind. Hacker brothers are smiling at me. Evening, Peter. 13HN516. How are you, mate? Not seen you for a while. Evening, Linton. I think I'm up. Try wire wool. I have given this a scrub with this wire brush, but I think I might just pop down outside and just give that another going over with a wire brush a minute, and then we'll get spraying glue everywhere all the mid-bench. See if we can get this to fix. Mrs. Cruncher's putting the eggs in from outside. Poor old chickens are in quarantine now. They're not allowed out. Let's give this a bit of a brush off. Cool, I tell you what, I'm outside here and it's a chit billy. Yeah, maybe I just brushed this off. I thought I did wire brush it, but still quite a lot coming off. So you've got the sound effects, you just can't see what I'm doing. Oh, hello, the outside light's gone off now. There it is. Yeah, it's going to be a cold one tonight, I think. Right, that's better. It's better. Coco, get away! And they fell over the dog then. Oh. Right. I'm trying to think what we glued down with this stuff before. I've used it a few times on radios. This spray glue. So I'm going to need to move my beer out of the way because I don't want spray glue in my beer. Let's move the radio out of the way for a minute. Oh, hello. Sorry, Mr. Goat. Right, that's what I should think. Right. Let's get some blue roll over everything. Because you don't want any overspray. I'm the king of overspray, I am. It's probably not to be used in confined spaces and all that as well. So if you're doing this yourself, then take precautions. Looking at ladies is like shopping for fruit with no money. You see many tasty morsels, but no matter you cannot taste. I know. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, I mean. Hi, jocking off. Evening, how are you? Right, cover up the beer. I've moved the beer, Doug. I've moved it. It's gone. There's no speakers for me to thumb either, so we're all good. Let's get some more of this blue roll over the top there. I'm going to cover my cameras and that up with it. Okay. So the plan is to spray this on here. Good ventilation, do not smoke, remove all sources of ignition, protect surrounding areas from damage, place paper underneath items to be coated with adhesive, shake can before clean dry surfaces, free of dust, polish and moisture, apply a light even coat onto one surface from a distance of 15 to 20 centimeters, allow to dry for a few minutes, then press item into position. We reposition for approximately 5 minutes. After this time, the bonds become permanent. After use, turn can upside down and lightly press nozzle for a few seconds. Okay. Sounds ominous, doesn't it? I'm going to turn that camera off a second. I'm just going to put some blue roll over that because I don't want it going over that. I'm going to cover up my amateur radio up there as well. Just don't want it going over that. There, okay. So, put that over there as well. Got soaking it up well. Right, I'm just going to open the window a minute. That's some good gear right there. Whew. Just clear that out a minute. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, maybe I should have sprayed that outside. Just let that clear out a minute. Let's give it a bit of a waft. Right, that's a bit better. That's better. Let's pull that. Let's leave it ajar. Keep a ventilation in here. It's quite tacky. It's tacky. Cover up the beer. Evening, Dave Rhodes, how are you? Yeah. You're going to go for it, right? Okay. So let's see if we can do this. Let's pop it roughly into place. See if we can remove this from the blue paper. Might need that again in a minute if we get round to the other side. what we'll do is I'll tell you what, I've not quite got that. It does say you can re-peel it. A little bit more overlap than that. There we go. So we need to weigh that down. So let's use the radio to weigh that down for a minute. And we can have a chat while that sets. How long does it say before that sets then? Permanent bond after 5 minutes. So I can catch up with my chat again now. Full Cruncher battery, actually I'll put it that way up so it's not on the whirly thing then. Do we already know that I am now radio on PMR 446 and Freeton Funk 149 megs? You did have a wrong opinion about it, didn't you, Peter? So yeah, this does seem to be quite a following on 446 around here as well. Like I say, this is all a little bit experimental. I think this is a good idea to fix the foam though, because it's not going to move then. Right, let me get the beer. I've got a few things have come in as well. I've got while we're waiting for it to go, I've been on this this morning, and I've sort of mainly assembled. This is Manuel's BFO that we looked at yesterday. Oh. So I've sort of sussed out there's a few areas on the board where the markings on the board aren't the same as the schematic. I think I've got that sorted now. So I've managed to get most of the stuff in. And so I'm only, what, two resistors short, the bias pot, and the Zener diode. Everything else is there. So I've ordered all the bits for that today, so it should be here tomorrow, I hope. In which case, we might, I might finish this off during the day tomorrow, and then we can have a look at aligning it tomorrow evening, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah, all done. The other thing that's arrived today, which Stephen will be pretty excited about, I'm sure. Well, one was this, to give you an idea of what I'm up to. This is an IC puller, an adjustable one. You can get the ones where you just grab it and scrunch it and rip it off, but this is a little bit more delicate. You can actually just push this in and just lock that, and it stays where it is. So I thought that was a better idea. More expensive, but not massively. A few quid extra for something that looks a bit better. Sort of fit all the chips in the Amiga board, which I'm coming to. So this is the Amiga 500 board. And I've not really done a lot more work on it. There's a lot of issues. This is the cleaner of the two. There's a lot of issues in this area. So far I've found and mended 2 broken traces, and I'm just waiting on a capacitor that's arrived today to sort this area out. I've got to pull the Gary chip because there is corrosion under that. So I'm going to pull that, clean the corrosion, then put it back in. And then this board will be pretty much ready to go. But the other board I don't think is repairable. So I went on a site called Tyndall and bought this. A brand new Amiga A500 motherboard. Absolutely brand new. Look at that. That is going to save a whole load of headache trying to find the faults on the second board. And it's literally just a case pretty much of transferring the components across. Obviously things like electrolytics I'll just change. I've got a resistor kit to do the whole board, so I won't need to mess about trying to find all the resistors. So I just need to get probably some new sockets. But yeah, what do you think of that? That's a hell of a project. Someone has totally re-engineered the Amiga board, which is amazing. And I say I got it from Tyndall, which is just like one of these project sharing sites. I'm trying to think of the name of the seller now, but it's not actually on here. But as I say, it came with a resistor set as well. And I mean, it was, you can't really see that, can you? But it was $73.50, including shipping and a resistor pack. I think it worked out about £40 odd, which really, for what you're getting, I mean, you think of the labour that's saved. It takes hours and hours to fault find those boards. So there, just thought I'd show you that. As the chat frozen, have I just spoke to myself for the last 5 minutes? What's Jack Enough saying? Jack Quinoff. Is 446 fun, or local bike school uses it and they get a bit angry when we're chatting? They don't. Nobody owns it. This is the thing, isn't it? You know, end of the day, it's a free band. I mean, really, if someone else is on that particular channel, you ought to move to another one. But very often you can't hear them, but they can probably hear you. Right, this must be nearly set now. We'll keep it going. It's going to be a labour of love, Doug, populating it for sure. But it's going to be a lot of fun. That's a sort of that's a weekend evening project, isn't it? Really. Very well made, and I came up with that watching. I don't know if anybody follows Retro Man Cave, but that's where I got it, and that's the resistor pack that came with it. So they've actually even typed the positions, typed the resistor numbers on that. I think you can see there or not, probably not. It's not going to focus, is it? You going to try and focus? No, you don't like me, do you, camera? You don't like me because I rebooted you. I factory resetted you. So yeah, I'm chuffed about that because the other board has got a lot of damage on it. This board I've just showed you a second ago is repairable quite easily, that one. But the other one would be an absolute nightmare. It's eaten so far into it. It's a shame. So, I mean, I could, I suppose, buy all the components and build one from scratch, but I'm not that mad. It is Tyndall, yeah. Let's just get that up for you while I'm waiting for that to dry. Where am I going to find this to? It's in my bookmarks. Bookmarks. I've created another bookmark folder now. Retro computing. Where are we? Am I? There we go. Are you on my page? yeah, here we go. So here's the stuff. Now this is all in dollars, but the guy that makes these is in the UK, so you can get a Commodore 64 board as well. So if you've got a damaged Commodore 64 board, they're making boards for that. But this is the board here, that replica PCB. So $60, £45, 17 pence. I mean, it's a heck of a board for that, really. So it's available in purple as well. But I thought the black stands out better. They've also got a replica one of these Vidiot board. It's a video in and out, I believe, board. They've remanufactured. That's my metal film resistor kit. So yeah, there you go. You need to go on Tyndall and search for Amiga, and this will come up. And it's designed by Bob's Bits in the United Kingdom. So this is the chap that's put this on there, and this is his other bits and pieces. So this is the Commodore 64 board. Look, I mean, look at that, $35. What's that in the UK? 26 quid, look, for a brand new Commodore 64 board. Absolutely amazing. I have to say, the thing with these boards is they don't really go wrong. The problem is people desolder stuff and wreck the traces on them. So sometimes you get a board that's been absolutely butchered, and then this is ideal to replace it with. I think that's a great product. Absolutely spot on the existing size as well, and they've made some modifications to the boards as well. So, well, even doing the resistor networks for that. So yeah, someone's put a lot of time and effort into that. So there you go. Hopefully that'll help anyone out. That's how much was the IC puller? That was from Amazon, Andrew. And I think it was a tenner. Let me get that for you as well. Let's go into my orders. $10.99 with free delivery. And it will do the really big chips as well. I mean, it won't do like the Angus chip, the different package, but it's quite well made. It's made in Japan, so it's not Chinese. So yeah, $10.99, Andrew. This is the other thing that you need for those funny little square-shaped ICs. That I've just had some chips in from China as well. I'm just waiting on some boards from PCBWay, and I can make myself some PLLs then. Right, I think we're back on the main camera. No worries, Andrew. Very nice board, Stephen, isn't it? Thought you might be interested in that. I don't know. Apparently, they've reverse engineered it, Stephen. So, you know, that's what they say. Right, let's uncover the webcam and change camera angles for a minute. Let's have a look at this then. Let's get you down a bit closer. So that is absolutely dead flat, look. It's got a nice bit of bounce on it, not too stiff. So next thing is, how do we trim this? So I've got the scalpel ready. I've got my metal ruler. Let me just close that window a minute, otherwise there are flies and bats and all sorts in here. That's something else that I fancied building as well. One of the chaps in the well, Mike, I don't think he's in here tonight. Evening, Rob. How are you? Was talking about bat detectors. So I think what I'm going to do first of all is I think I'll trim it to the edge of this, same length as the edge. Well, this is a cutting mat I've got here as well, so that's going to help. Clamp it to your desk, it will be easier. Well, it's not moving anywhere, Sean. It's really firm. Evening, Sean. How are you, mate, by the way? Yeah, we're just foaming. So I didn't know. Let me just see how easy this cuts a minute. Oh, it cuts pretty easy. I just did a quick trial cut there. So again, a scalpel looks to be the way to go. Do I sort of get it like that and trim it so as it comes up to the edge, maybe? Let's try that a minute, see what that looks with the Rexine. As I say, I've never done this before, so this is experimental. If you're copying this, then it's up to you. It might turn out amazing. But this is definitely the stuff to use. Okay, so we're going to need to probably cut the corners as well. I'm not going to want to give this away, am I? Right, okay, that's it trimmed up. I'm going to need to trim the centre. Trim it that way. Probably better to trim it this way, I think. Okay. Careful, Graham, don't touch the scalpel knife blade. The scalpel knife or just the scalpel? Turn it to vertical to trim. Clamp it to your desk. Ultrasonic. I'm going to test fit it in a minute, Sean. I'm just cutting the centre out. Let's see. I'm taking one for the team here. Mind you, I think we have had refoaming demos by, I think Andrew. I think Andrew's done a refoam, haven't you, Andrew? Have you done that on video? I know Simon has. Simon's not in tonight yet. I don't think he's working still, I expect. It's quite nice that there's like that little tiny bit of stitching on the back, just giving it a bit of extra support. There we are. Take a foam party. So let's get the rec scene up and have a look. See what's on. No, which way round is this? It's that way round. So at the moment I've got it sort of overlapped quite a bit. The idea is that'll just bend around the corners. Now, let me have a think here. I might temporarily staple gun that in place just to hold it in place and see what it's like. Let me get the staple gun a second. I say let me get the staple gun, I'm not actually 100% sure where it is. I think it's down here in this basket. No, it's not. That's the cable stapler. It was in that basket, but I think it's been moved. Let me ask Mrs. Cruncher a minute. Apparently I've taken it out of there. Certainly haven't, but I wonder where that's gone. I don't know where that's gone. That's a shame. So I wanted to try and just pull it around and have a look, see what it looks like. Yes, I need my staple gun. Let me just check in my other toolbox a minute. Might have moved into there. That's where it used to live. No. I don't know if a normal stapler will hold it. Yeah, I don't think a normal stapler will be man enough for it. Right, okay, boss stick. Yeah, it does. I want to clamp it ideally. I just really want to just tack it in place a minute just to see if it, if I can do it with this normal stapler. Just have a look, see what the edges look like, whether I need to trim them back a bit more. Ow. That was my finger then. No, normal stapler won't do it. That first one's sort of just about caught, but oh, I don't know, that one's caught. So I was thinking of maybe stapling it in place to just hold it anyway. Prior to gluing it. And I've spoken to Andrew, Mr. Andrew Alsver about this, and he, it's not, they're not going into this bit. He suggested using contact adhesive. Come on. No, they're not going. But to be honest, the edges do look okay there. I mean, that's taken on the top look. I think that's the way to go, you know. Yeah, that's the way to go. Is exactly how I've done it. Just taking the foam up to the edges. I mean, it's caught in the top there. That's going to be perfect, I think. Yeah. So I think that I think that was right what I did there. Again, it's difficult to say because none of these have survived really. There's none with, if you've got one with decent foam in it, the last thing you're going to want to do is cut the thing apart. Just have a look at this. But I might have to just trim the corners in a little bit. That one for sure. That one looks okay. That one looks okay. Yeah, so that's a goer. Just need to trim this edge here up a bit. It's a little bit big there. Oh. So what I don't want the foam to do is actually wrap around the edge. I want it to stay flush with the edge of it. Yeah, there we go. That's that bit foamed. Just got to stick this on, so I need to find my staple gun, or I need to make up some sort of jig. But my idea is to fix it on that way round, and I can reach underneath the bench, and what I want to do is put a couple G-clamps to compress the foam. I want to compress the foam right down, then glue it. When it's set, let it go, and it'll put a spring back into the outside. But that is absolutely the right stuff to use. I'm pleased with that. Fish glue. It's just Pritt, craft it. Pritt, craft it. If that's someone's asking about the glue, that is. I mean, I bought this for sticking photos, really, but for this, it works perfect. Yeah, I was thinking probably would give it a little bit of heat, just to allow it to stretch around a bit more. But it's got a bit more supple now. I've cleaned it and used that acetone on it. I'm not sure what you're on about. It won't fit in the case, Sean. This is the back panel. It's not fitting into anywhere. So let's get the front off then. Let's go for it. How are we doing for time? 45 minutes. Zoom back out. Evening, Dom, how are you? Christmas booze bought. Just got to resist temptation. Right, so I fixed this back in the chassis. Just take it back out of the chassis. I haven't totally fixed it in yet. I've still got a bit of cleanup work to be done on it. I'll also take the measurements for this hole while we're here, and I'll see if I can draw that up. because we don't want to be trying to recover. I've not seen another one this colour, so ideally you want to recover it, but that's I'd say it's a bridge too far, but it's not really, considering that we've just ripped all the foam off of the thing as well. So we've certainly gone the extra mile with this. And I'm going to give it away for nothing. I must be mad. Come on. Cool, that's a bit stiff. Gotta be careful of George's capacitors. And my capacitors fitted by George himself. Mr. Christophe on the Radiocruncher road trip. I've got to get down and see that Mr. Aston soon as well. I won't be this year now, I don't think. I'm pretty much got so much on at the moment. Okay. So let's take the speaker out. Oh hell, that's a big one. That's a big nut. What the hell size is that? I haven't got one that big. Right, where's my little thing of screws for this one? Not there. There. Could you sign and date it on the inside before you send it to me? You're feeling lucky, Sean, are you? Mind you, you did win that. I'm trying to think what it was now. Was it an R25 or RP28? I can't remember now, Sean. Oh no, I can't remember. Right, let's take this board here out. Cool. That ain't going anywhere, that board. There we go. Don't know what size these are. You don't want to come. It's probably the stuff in there. Sticking again as usual. The little gasket. See if I can cut that off, because ideally that wants to go back on. And be careful of the speaker, Graham. yeah, just this gasket stuck to the front a little bit. So just glue that with some PVA. Let's put that safely out the way, out the way of my fingers. That could be on my case, those. It's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's got to be done. Just going to take these out as well. Make it a bit easier to work with it. These are just battery buffers. Stop the batteries pushing back too far. Okay. And then we've got screws in here. So undo these bottom ones first. Is it 5.5 better? No. Well, I'm pleased with how that foam went on, to be fair. That's gone on very well. Hello, there's another of these living things in here. Evening, Jeff. Soft-boiled duck eggs. Very nice. I do like duck eggs. Where are you getting duck eggs now then? Because a chap up the road's got ducks, but they're not laying anymore. I assume that's farmed eggs, is it? But yeah, we're very lucky. One of the neighbours up the road has got a couple ducks, and they don't like duck eggs, so we've had duck eggs all through the summer. I even did some duck egg mayonnaise. Anybody made their own mayonnaise? I mean, we make it from our chicken's eggs, and it is absolutely amazing. It's a much yellower colour than your normal mayonnaise, but it is so much nicer than the shop bought stuff. So there you go, tip of the day, fresh homemade mayo. Can't beat it. Right. There we go. Front panel is off. Poor radio's absolutely in pieces. So we need to get the grill off. So that's coming a bit loose as well there. So that's going to need PVA in back on. So it looks like just 4 tabs on the grill. Are you a spy, Benchy? You need a load to make an omelette. Them removable spanners need to go in the bin. What? Yeah, I don't know what size that is. Be careful with your speakers. I don't think the bricks will compress it enough, Rich. You know, the foam's quite firm still, but yeah, this ain't got any foam in it. This is going to be manky when I take this apart. Oh, these are actually nailed. Oh, great, thanks. Thanks for nailing them, Mr. Hacker. So I'm just going to gently use the side cutters to pull the nails out. One. Ow, careful. Careful, Graham. I didn't know they were nailed. Typical hacker though, isn't it? No bent over tabs here, they're bent over and nailed. Well, that's come right off now, that's ideal. Be easier to glue. This is the Doug Spudger. And the last one. Really the front is the bit you need to get right more than anything in it, because that's what you're looking at really when you're looking at the radio. If you're looking at the front, you're not really looking at the back of the radio. Okay, so we now should be able to carefully bend them up. I don't want to damage this material because this is quite nice on the front of here. Usually they're falling apart, but this is really taut still. We'll send that now. I'm going to have to take it off, aren't I? I just thought of that then. As I said it's going to have to come off because the Rexine's bent back and this is over the top of the Rexine. A bare naked hacker. Grilless. As I say, that's got like a nice sort of antiqued patina to that, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that. You know, you could, I suppose, go mental and get it all back to shiny brass. There's a couple little touch-ups I need to do on the brown stuff, but overall it's not too bad. Just put that down with the other bits. Right, we've got to take these little clips off and get that hacker badge off, which needs repainting anyway. So let's get me little screwdriver and see if I can get these off. Yeah, these are a pain as well. It's like them little toothed washers. You can't get in on these. No, that one I can. Move my hand out of the way so I don't wreck it. I wonder if I can get in there and bend them up the other way. Let's use my jeweler's pliers. Maybe unscrew them. It's got to come off. That seemed to work. So I was just putting a bit of pressure on it and screwing it back up through the brass. Well, it worked on that one, it's not going to work on this one, is it? It's coming. Still got to get some brown enamel paint for this. Excellent. I think that's solid brass by the looks of it. Solid brass. Spanky, how you doing? Didn't see you pop in there. Evening all for a bit. Evening Lee, how are you? Toxic stuff. What are you on about, Graham? Oh, cheers, Derek. Sorry I missed you going, mate. If you're still here, catch you soon. Still trying to catch up with the chat here. Needle nose pliers. These are little jewelers pliers. They're very cheap Rolson ones. Let's see if I can get you on the... Oh, the overhead cam's decided it ain't working because it's not switched on. Okay. So these are, if it'll focus, they're round ends on them. So they're very good. They're much a much finer tip than your normal ones. They're really tiny. These are just Rolson brand, so they're only cheap ones, but they've got a box joint on them, which is good. And they're box jointed. So yeah, they're well worth picking up. I use these a lot, and I use them to fix Mrs. Cruncher's jewellery as well when she breaks it. Stream's all right, Lee. Good stuff, mate. You have grocery stores. Those aluminium knobs for about £20 for the set. The tuning knobs could have been bigger. It looked nice though, Chris. Very nice. That's a really good video, that. I did like your performance testing. Okay. How the hell? So this bit's got to come off as well because it's underneath this. So we're going to have to get that off. And they're different to each other as well. They would be, wouldn't they? It's like a Rubik's Cube, isn't it? Yeah, is that self-explanatory? I don't know. It looks like someone's just knocked that up quick. It doesn't look to be... I wonder if that would fit on that side then. Yeah, it would. Okay. Better just mark these a minute. So we're looking at the front. So looking at the back, looking at it from the back, that's left and that's right. There we go. More bits. So I wonder if this is going to come up without any fight. No, it's not, is it? this knot. No. So we're going to have to isopropyl that, I would think, just to free it up. In the meantime, we can try the old spudger on the side. That seemed to work fine on the back. I wonder if it will on the side. See if we've got it. Oh, this is really well fixed. I wonder what glue they used on this edge. We've got a bit of a possible gap there, maybe. I mean, this is the Mr. Cody spudger. That's the Doug spudger, Mr. Cody spudger. Really, those two are all I need for most things. Right, are you going to be nice and break there as well? No, you're not. Okay. Got to be careful as we can with this stuff because you cannot replace this. I don't know of anything that there is out there to replace this stuff with. I've tried looking for piping and all sorts. Just there's nothing that I know of to replace it with. See, it's actually come away there, I think, from the back in. Oh, spudgered me thumb. Spudgered me thumb. I wouldn't heat it up with a hairdryer. You wouldn't have needed to pad it, just left it in lockdown next to an endless supply of biscuits. Very good. I did break a nail, George. Well, I haven't broke it, I've actually cut it down the middle. Yeah, this is proving to be a little bit tight. Well, that's lifting nicely, look, with the IPA. Trouble is the IPA's drying out again. Let's give that another soak. Yeah, that's really stuck there. I mean, you can see the difference in colour where the glue has really took hold there. Just not so great there. Ow. Careful. Come on. May need to get some IPA in there as well, see if that'll free it up. Let's try down here. Squeak, 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 squeak. That's my finger. Yeah. This is really stuck well. done a good job on this. Just when you want them not to have done a good job, they've done a really good job on it. Let's see if the IPA's loosened it. Yes, it has. Oh, that's good. That's good news. So it looks like the IPA has worked wonders on this glue. Get it in all of it then. How are we doing? You think Hooky used 3mm? 3 MMS? What? What's that, Jeff? Hooky? Lighter fluid's best, Benji, is it? Well, this seems to be... free in it. He says. I need to put some down the edge there as well. No rush. IPA is definitely softening the glue anyway. It's a pain in the neck, these bolts in the way, really. Keep whacking my fingers on them. I think we're in underneath there. Yeah, we're in there. Yes. The way this is going, it might be ready next summer. I don't really want to bend this because it won't go back on flat. So I have taken this stuff off before, but it's always a bit tricky. Sometimes you're lucky, like we were on the back panel, and the glue's gone brittle and it just cracks off. Yeah, see, it's bending very slightly. I don't really want that. It's intense stuff, isn't it? Hi, Dennis. Plectrums. There we are, that's that one. Thing is, you need to catch the IPA when it's still wet. It does evaporate away. Like this has evaporated away again now, so this has gone back dry again. Let's get my fingernails in underneath. Whose idea was it to refoam a radio that we're giving away? What am I like? It's a learning curve for me as well, you know, so it's I've certainly got nearly every padded Hacker that I've got needs refoaming, so I don't think they'll all be as difficult as this, because most of them haven't got this trim on it. It's only the older ones, the RP18 I think, and the RP30 that have got this trim on. I think the Mini Herald has as well. I seem to remember having to take that off. Getting there. Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. So I'll soak in a bit. Let that soak in. Where's my beer? Where's my beer? RP25. That's right, George. Yeah, they've got a white trim, haven't they, the RP25s? Yeah, of course they have. So it's all a pain. Look at George, the hacker expert. Mind you, I think George says he's got a fair load of hackers in at the moment, so we're actually looking at them right now. Whee! Whoa! I'll tell you what, that was a damn sight harder than getting the back panel trim off. That's come off in one piece with no damage at all, so pardon me, that's great news. Let's put that gently over there. Right. So this has stuck itself back on again now because I've let it go. Let it dry again. So I'm going to wet this again. To be honest, I don't know why I'm messing with this, because I'm unlikely to get it off in one piece. So I might end up replacing it with some speaker cloth anyway. You never know. It'd be nice. Anybody know of a source for this stuff? It's a bit coarser than speaker cloth. There we go. It's a bit coarser than speaker cloth. It's like a scrim. Yeah, no, this ain't going to come off in one piece. It's like a netting, really. It's like net curtains. Okay. Speaker cloth it is. That's no good. Yeah, so that's Hacker. I've used staples on this inside edge. So there are staples. So they must have stretched it. I mean, you can see where the Rexine shrunk back in this corner. So, yeah, you can see where it shrunk back here, look. Be really careful with that because it looks like it's starting to tear. So that'll need heating to get that back, I'm sure. So we have to take these staples out if we can get in underneath them. Get my fingers out of the way. So there's going to be further episodes on refoaming as I'm nearing the end of today's stream by the looks of it. I'll tell you what, they're in solid, those staples. Yes, so I've got to get some decent contact adhesive in, I think. I mean, I've got some Wilkinson's own brand stuff, but it ain't great. It's really stringy, not very nice. So I have to get some proper branded Evo stick in, I think. And there's different types of Evo stick as well, isn't there? There's different types of Evo stick. You mind my Harveys? What's that, George? Cool. We can see all the foam that's powdered to pieces. Bet me chalk now. Bet me chalk. Bet me chalk. Right, it's all the staples out. Mind me Harveys. I got you now. I got you now, George. I'm with you. I'm slow on the uptake, aren't I? Okay, that ain't going anywhere fast either. Right, it's going to need a bit more isopropylene now, so I don't think we're going to get this off today. Well, that's quite well stuck in places. No, that's going to take me another 15-20 minutes to get that off, so we're going to have to leave that there for today. But we got a fair way, didn't we? Radio 4 is on its last pair of valves. Oh, don't want to lose Radio 4. Doug's saying upholstery suppliers might have something similar. Yeah, possibly. Black cotton royal. Custom fit with one of Mrs. Cruncher's blouses. Do these sound good on long wave? They do, Steve, and they sound very nice. Proper rich hacker sound. Good for the archers, mate. Good for the archers. Hi, Timothy. How you doing, mate? Could you not take one end off and slide new foam in from one end? You can't, Tim. It would just bunch up. I mean, you saw what I've done to the front panel. That's all foamed up now. Sort of still tacky there, actually. I should have kept that. Should have kept that compressed, really. But yeah, that's come up. Really pleased with that. I'll have to keep that pressed flat. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to need to give this a bit more soaking with some isopropyl to get it off properly. But it's getting there, you know. Right, time for some advent calendars. Oh, what have I just knocked off? That's my phone. Let's sort the bench out, get a bit of room. I wonder what we're going to have today. Hopefully, all in one piece. What's it today? 16th. So let's zoom in a bit. Let's get ourselves up. Let's get the picture off. Ha! I think my thumb might have given it away. The YouTube ASMR fans, what are they, Jeff? ASMR. Super surprised you didn't get a WRTH advent calendar. Well, you never know. I've asked Father Christmas for the latest version, Simon. So you never know. Lots of people making small popular valves for guitars. Top middle. Most of the medium wave stations are using PDM MOSFET transmitters. Right, I think I'm up with a chat now. So we've got top middle. Up here, innit? Let's have a look, see if we got the right bit this time. See if we can fit something. Ah, God, I'll tell you what. Hello, we've got a little rotor. 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 And that just goes on the back stubby. That just pushes on, does it? Push fit. Yep, there we go. Well, that was a bit of an anti-climax, wasn't it? Job done. Okay, we're back. So, do you know the problem with the batteries? You remember that rubbish radio I bought in the SW1? I used the batteries out of that. I thought, sod it. I've got 3 batteries in the thing, so I'll use them. And they were rubbish as well. Look, they ran out halfway. Oh dear. There you go. Top of the sun, Paul. Is there a sun? Oh yes, there is. You're right. You're dead right. I didn't see the sun peeping over the horizon there. Yeah, so that rubbish Sony SW1 is still reaping vengeance on me for buying it. So 16. What have we got? Another Torx socket. Another Torx socket. And the Radiocruncher mug. Christmas beer mug. Right, let's have a look then. The debris off that radio everywhere here. So, I mean, that's pretty much halfway there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many days? How many days till Christmas, people? It ain't far away now, is it? It is not far away. Let's finish my last drip of beer. So there we are. That's the Weira Advent Calendar. Done for another day. Another stream sorted. We didn't quite get round to doing all of it, but I'm pleased that I've got a plan for this now anyway. So I'm really pleased with that foam. That is given me confidence to do a lot more of these. But I'm not out of the what's the name? I'm not out of the woods yet, because we've still got to fix the Rexine back on the front. That is the big thing. Will it or won't it? And what will it look like? Will it look like a pig's ear? The quickest 2 hours on YouTube. It does go quick, Doug, doesn't it? It does go quick. Thanks, Sean. Well, it's a bit different, isn't it? I mean, it's something that everybody wants to do, but nobody's really got the nerve to try it. Those that have tried it probably wish they didn't. As I say, I've only ever done one before, and that was a smaller radio, but it did come out really nice, but it was that thicker, more dense, black neoprene type foam. Okay. So we'll see. I'm really not sure what to do tomorrow. I've got plenty of things here. I just wanted to move that on a little bit further, really, because otherwise it just ain't going to get done. And I want to try and do sort of a giveaway for on New Year's, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I think we'll just do a giveaway session. Just Spanky, and if you've missed the computer stuff, Spanky, you need to wind back to I don't know, about half an hour in, Spanky. You'll be able to see my brand new Amiga board. Rich is saying you enjoy the restoration work as much as I enjoy the repair work. Great live stream. Thanks, Rich. You like stuff, Graham, do you? We all like stuff. Oh dear. What was I going to check then? I was just going to look. I seem to have got two chat windows open for some reason. No super chats today, not to worry. But 50 concurrent viewers, which is good. 51 concurrent viewers, pretty good. So that's it for today, people. I'll see you all tomorrow. Probably round about the same time tomorrow. Oh, Graham, it's gone in big. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be round about the same time. If the stuff comes in from Manuel's BFO, we might carry on with that because it's nearly built. I've literally got 3 components to put in it, and then it's done. So we might do that. We could play with the Amiga. There's so many things. So many things. I've still got some more kits to build yet. And I've got something that Patrick sent me in as well to have a look at, which we could have a play with. Patrick sent me in a little present, which is make your own radio kit. So apparently it doesn't need any soldering. It's got a cardboard body. It looks like a bit of fun. So we might even build that. You never know. Cheers, people. Catch you soon. Have a good one. Bye for now.